Alright, what's good, y'all? So, I got this video out at the last minute, yo. It is Thursday already. I know they doing the All-Star predictions tonight. I meant to do it early in the week, but I really wasn't getting around to it with the whole Kobe thing going on and me being at work. So, got it out at the last minute. All I had to do was shoot the video. I had already, I took down notes on my tablet or whatnot because I didn't want to do this and forget the names and forget what I want to say. I just had to put it on camera. So what I'm going to do is I don't like to make my videos too long because sometimes I can ramble on. So I'm going to go through the predictions. I'm going to do East, I'm going to do West, and I'm going to only highlight a few players because some of the players, let's be honest, I don't need to explain why such and such is an all-star. Let's keep it real. So if you don't know, if you're watching a basketball video, I hope you do know. But if you don't know, the way the All-Star reserves work, there's 14 total, 7 to each team, 2 guards, 3 front court players, which would be small forward, power forward, center, and then 2 wild card players of any position. So I'm going to start in the East. First player off top, Jimmy Butler. Like I said, I feel like I don't need to explain why Jimmy Butler's an all-star. But I'm going to say this one thing. I want to give big props to Jimmy Butler because when he left the Sixers and went to the Heat this offseason, I was saying, he said he wanted to lead a team and win a championship. How you going to do that and you going to the Heat? They ain't got much. I was saying I don't think you could win a championship with Jimmy Butler. I feel like he need to be your number 2. I love Jimmy, but at the same time, I was completely wrong. I was wrong. He has been an incredible leader for this team, bro. It seems like he has everybody playing better, which we're going to get to another reserve eventually. But they follow him, and he's not leading just in a way of scoring the ball and taking over every night. There's times where he'll defer. Tyler Hero will take over. Someone else will take over. Duncan Robinson, the team, the ball has been spread around the team. Everyone else is scoring, and he's scoring about 12, 13 points, and they're still winning games. The Miami Heat is undefeated at home. That's huge. And that's definitely going to be huge around the time the playoffs come. So, big props to Jimmy Butler on that. Don't really need to go into the numbers aspect. I feel like if you watch basketball, you know Jimmy Butler deserves to be an all-star. He could have even been a starter, but I understand why he wasn't. Not too mad at the all-star starters. Next up, Jason Tatum. I'm going to go into a little in-depth with Jason Tatum because especially this is his first one. I feel like this is the breakout season we were waiting for with Jason Tatum. This is the breakout season we wanted last year after his rookie season and the way he performed in the playoffs. Obviously, you know, it didn't work too well with the Celtics last year, whether you want to blame it on Kyrie or coaching or inserting Gordon Hayward into the lineup or whatever. I'm not getting into that. That's in the past. But right now, the Celtics are playing great basketball, great team basketball. I personally still don't think they can win the West. I mean, I'm sorry. I think they can win the West. I don't think they will win the West. I still had that on the Bucks, maybe even the Heat, then the Celtics. But averaging 21 points, 7 rebounds. He hooping, bruh. He deserved it. The Celtics winning. They deserve 2 All-Stars. And it was between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Me personally, I'm going with Tatum. So that's why I chose Tatum as a reserve. Ben Simmons, one of the best point guards in the league. One of the best point guards in the East, I'd say top 2, top 3, if I had to think about it. I'm probably missing somebody. But actually, big credit, big ups to Ben Simmons, who's been hooping a lot recently when Joel Embiid was out, stepping up big time. Shout out to my boy Pierre. Hashtag build with Ben. If you hear that anywhere else, it started with him. Godfather Big Stacks Porzingis. Follow him on Twitter. But Simmons definitely deserved to be an all-star. I mean, I can't see him not being an all-star. Who the hell would you put in this spot? Moving on. Chris Middleton. Look, I wasn't an advocate for the Bucks paying Chris Middleton so much goddamn money. I don't think he's a max player, but I get it. You gotta keep him. You gotta keep Giannis happy. You gotta keep the core together. I feel like they should have kept him in Brogdon, but end of the day, I get it. But Middleton is definitely hooping. There's no way he's not an all-star considering the Bucks record. He's averaging 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and he's shooting 50, 40, 90. That's 50% from the field, 40 from 3, and 90 from the free throw line. So, big credit to him. He definitely hooping this year, proving me wrong. Hopefully, he can step it up in the playoffs if there's a chance where a defense is shutting down Giannis, because he didn't last year. But we'll see. I hope they do, because I really like to see the Bucks make the finals. I want to see Giannis in the finals. Bradley Beal. This one was tough. It was between 3 people for me. It was between Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine, and Kyle Lowry. Only reason I would have gave it to Kyle Lowry is because the Raptors winning, and you can argue that they deserve 2 All-Stars. And Kyle Lowry has played well. Like, he's hooping, even, especially when Pascal Siakam was out, and he's a leader on the team. Zach LaVine has been hooping, putting up 40-point performances. Obviously, the Bulls aren't winning, but personally, I try not to factor that too much. I feel like if you're an all-star, you're an all-star regardless. But hence why I gave it to Bradley Beal, who's also hooping. It was a toss-up. It could have went either way. You can consider Lowry and LaVine as snubs, but me personally, I felt like Bradley Beal deserved it. It sucks because I want Zach LaVine to go. It's in Chicago, man. It'll seem right, but it is what it is. My decision not final. I don't get no fucking votes. I want to talk about these 2 players. These are the final 2 on the team. I want to talk about them at once. Domantas Sabonis and Bam Adebayo is hooping. Domantas Sabonis is a big part of that Pacers team. I'm so excited for this Pacers team now that Oladipo is back. They was hooping with him gone. I hope they can find a way to insert him and still ball. I feel like they can shake shit up in the East, especially when the playoffs come around. He averaging 18 points, 13 rebounds. Field goal percentage is shooting great. I believe he's averaging 58%. I believe he's averaging 58%. He's hooping along with Bam Adebayo, which, you know, goes back to Jimmy Butler's leadership. I feel like Bam is definitely the number 2 on the team. Defense, rebounding, and his playmaking is overrated. Sorry, he's averaging 5 assists per game. He makes a lot of plays for this team. I feel like a lot of people, mostly casual fans, which you can't really blame, are sleeping on Bam, but you definitely got to reward the Miami Heat for winning, bro. Give him 2 All-Stars. Bam is definitely the guy to go. I hope they don't snub him. I hope they don't snub Sabonis. I hope they don't decide to go with one or the other. They could do the wild card thing, and one of them might miss out, and the voters might put someone like Kyle Lowry in, which, I mean, is cool, but I really want to see these 2 guys go. But that's it for the East. Moving on to the West. As far as the West go, I'm going to get the obvious names out the way. Damian Lillard. It's Dame. Dame is hooping. Obviously, the Blazers are not doing what people expected them to do going into the season. Hopefully, they pick it up. I feel like they can. Melo was a better signing than people expected, because Melo was definitely hooping. Shout out to Melo. But obviously, Dame deserves to be an all-star. I don't need to talk too much about that. But Jokic, a lot of people were expecting, not a lot, a few people were expecting Jokic to have an MVP-like season, following up last year, which in my opinion was his breakout season, becoming damn near a superstar. But obviously, Jokic deserves to make it. Still a top 3-5 center in the league. I'm not sure what center in the West you would put over Jokic as far as making the All-Star game, considering his team is winning. Next on the list, D-Book, bro. It's time to put Devin Booker in the All-Star game, bro. The Phoenix Suns aren't really that great. They aren't really good, but they are not as bad as they have been in the last few seasons, with people saying, look, we need to see if you can win. Like I said, I'm not the whole, your team needs to win in order for you to be an all-star. I get it, but if you're an all-star, you're an all-star. If anybody's an all-star, it's Devin Booker. Hooping this year. 51% from the field, 37% from the 3, 27 points per game, 6 assists. I feel like it's time to give it to him, bro. There's really no reason not to. Who you gonna vote in over him, bro? You gotta give it to D-Book. Hopefully the Phoenix Suns can somehow turn something around for this dude, man. Or just free D-Book, bro. Like, I gotta see this dude. We want to see D Book in the playoffs. We want to see D Book in winning situations. If anybody embodies that Kobe killer instinct mentality, it's definitely D Book. So I really want to see dude thrive. Next up, Brandon Ingram. Yo, I'm a Duke fan. Going into when he and Ben Simmons got drafted, I always said, yo, Brandon Ingram better than Ben Simmons. But that was just me being a Duke guy. After a while, it was like, yo, it's not even close. But now, it's definitely a conversation again. Put that dude on the Pelicans, gave him the keys, and he has been hooping. There's no way he's not an all-star. I'm not trying to hit 25 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 47% from the field, and 40% from 3. Brandon Ingram is hooping. I'm so excited for this Pelicans team, bro. With Zoe running the point, Zoe been hooping too. Zion coming back, and Zion looking like he ain't lost a step, and he's still not 100% healthy, and he's still not in shape. So excited for this team's future, bro. I would love to see them make the 8th seed in the playoffs. You know that'd be a hell of a story if the Lakers get the 1 seed, Pelicans get the 8th seed. Rudy Gobert, bro. I know people say the All-Star game you want to see, Rudy Gobert not built for the All-Star game. I don't care, bro. You got to reward players for winning. He is a defensive specialist. He's the best defensive center in the league. The dude is probably about to win 3 defensive player in the years in a row. He's hooping, bro. You got to reward the Utah Jazz for winning. I don't think they have been rewarded for winning in the past season or 2. Rudy Gobert's been hooping, bro. Top 5 center in the league, obviously. Understand people want to see flashy dunks and all that stuff in the All-Star game, but I think the All-Star game mean a lot to some of these dudes. Let him play, bro. Vote him in. There's no reason he shouldn't be voted in. Speaking of the Utah Jazz, Donovan Mitchell, who stepped up this year, especially in Mike Conley's absence, running the point. He definitely deserves to be in. This will be his first year in the All-Star game. He's a flashy player. What reason you got not to put him in the All-Star game? But I'm going to keep going. This last one. Chris Paul, bro. If anybody knows me that's watching this right now, I'm pretty sure y'all shaking y'all head like, this nigga. Yeah, this nigga. Chris Paul is my favorite player of all time, but this has nothing to do with that. This has everything to do with Chris Paul stepping up, being a leader for this Thunder team. As soon as Chris Paul got traded to that Thunder team, everybody thought, all right, they're going to tank this season. They're going to be trash. Eventually going to find spots for Chris Paul, and that's not happening. They're in the playoff race. This team can legit make the playoffs. He has got this team hooping, bro. He's leading these young guys. I don't think this team really has a future, to be honest, but he's definitely raising his trade stock. I'm going to love CP3 forever. There's not much that people can tell me about CP3, but this definitely doesn't have anything to do with my love for CP3. I think he definitely deserves it. 17 points per game. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 48% from the field, and 36% from 3. Nobody expected Chris Paul to hoop. Everybody was calling him a has-been. He's never been a has-been. I feel like he's in a great position here to lead these young guys, especially Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's also hooping, who could be a future All-Star someday. I definitely believe that. But I definitely think CP3 deserves to be an All-Star. A few snubs. Karl Anthony Towns. I already spoke about Zach LaVine and Kyle Lowry, and also Russell Westbrook, who's been hooping recently in this goddamn shooting slump that James Harden has been in since 2020 started. I don't know if James Harden has the Y2K virus or what, but this nigga has just completely shut down. But yeah, that's my All-Star reserves. I'm gonna run through them again. In the East, Jimmy Butler, Chris Middleton, Jason Tatum, Ben Simmons, Bradley Beal, Domantas Sabonis, Bam Adebayo. In the West, Devin Booker, Damian Lillard, Brandon Ingram, Nikola Jokic, Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, and Chris Paul. Alright. Once the names come out for the dunk contest and the 3-point contest, I might do prediction on those. We'll see how it goes. But until then, I'ma holla at y'all. I also might do a video reacting to the teams drafted. But yeah, till then, we'll fuck with y'all. Keep rocking with me, and I'm out.